Science.
Restoring sight to people suffering from a rare kind of eye disease. Researchers at Oxford University have just published the results of a trial which suggests that tinkering with people's genes can stop choroideremia from causing blindness. The aim of the new therapy is to replace a defective gene with a healthy one. The defective gene causes the pigment cells in the retina to stop working and eventually die. As the disease progresses, the retina begins to shrink, leading to blindness. The operation involves detaching the patient's retina and injecting a virus containing the healthy gene.
The choroideremia gene is important for making a protein known as REP1. And when that protein is deficient in the retina, the cells gradually die throughout life, and they die from the outside in. So patients develop tunnel vision that gets narrower and narrower, and then eventually it goes. The concept of gene therapy is to put that protein back into those cells by using the virus to carry the missing gene.
Researchers have treated 9 patients so far. It's estimated that the disease affects 1 in 50,000 people. Doctors hope the procedure could eventually be used as a therapy for retinitis pigmentosa, a far more common eye disease which affects hundreds of thousands of people in the world. These 2 patients say they are delighted with the results.
As a result of the trial, there is very real and tangible hope that I will continue to be able to see. And that is just a massive advance and has actually made a significant difference to the way I approach my life now.
I can now read an iPad without having it magnified, which is amazing.
According to researchers, while it's too soon to say if the benefits of the gene therapy will last, the improvement in the eyesight of the patients who took part in the trial has remained unchanged for 2 years without any side effects. Better understanding what is causing the collapse of bee colonies around the world. Scientists in Australia are fitting thousands of honeybees with tiny sensors as part of a project that will track the movements and habits of several generations of bees. The aim is to shed light on the causes of the condition known as colony collapse disorder, which has led to more than 10 million beehives being wiped out worldwide in the past 6 years.
So bees are very sensitive to heat, so we bring them to the lab, we chill them down, then we attach the sensors while they're sleeping. So this is just like carrying a little backpack.
The bees are placed in a fridge, which sends them to sleep. The sensors are then carefully placed onto their backs before they're returned to the hive. About a third of the food regularly eaten by humans requires pollination. It's hoped the sensors will provide farmers and fruit growers with an insight into bee behavior, the impact of pesticides, and what conditions are best for productivity.
For the first time, we'll actually know where they do go. Because in the past we see a white box and then we see bees entering and leaving, but what they do in the meantime, we've no idea.
The next stage of the project is to build smaller sensors, which could be attached to insects such as fruit flies and mosquitoes.